Good morning. Our report is Designing Rubrics in Physical Education and Health. Understanding the concept, a rubric is an assessment tool that clearly indicates achievement criteria across all the components of any kind of student, work from writing to oral. A rubric is typically an evaluation tool or set of guidelines used to promote the consistent application of learning. Expectation learning, objective, or learning standards in the classroom or to measure their, their attainment against a consistent set of set of criteria. The main concept of a rubric is simply to have guide and measure the, the score of each student or a group. The purpose of rubrics can be used for a variety of assignments, research paper groups, project portfolio and presentation. Rubrics can reduce time spent grading by allowing instructor to refer to a substantive description. Without writing long comments, rubrics can help instructors more clearly identify strengths and weaknesses across an entire class and adjust their instruction appropriately. Rubrics can be impartial.
And the second reporter and my report is all about some examples of performances that can be assessed by rubrics. So in performance, there are two types of performance, which is the processes and products. So in the processes, there are physical skills, use of equipment or communication, and work habits. And the example of this is the playing a musical instrument, doing a forward roll, preparing a slide for the microscope, making a speech to the class, reading aloud, conversing in a foreign language, and working independently. So the second one is the products. In the products, there are constructed objects, written essays, themes, reports, term papers, and other academic products that demonstrate understanding of concept. So the example of this is wooden book wooden bookshelf, handmade apron, watercolor painting, laboratory report, term paper on theatrical convention in Shakespeare's day. Written analysis of the effects of the Marshall Plan, model or diagram of a structure, atom, flower, planetary system, and etc. And the concept map. Attributes of a rubric. So, Cuba and Friend opened that scoring rubrics usually contain the following components. So, the first one is clear statements of the level of knowledge the teacher expects the pupil to achieve for him/her to receive a given grade. So, hindi pwedeng magreklamo yung estudyante sa kung anong binigay ng guro na grade sa kanya dahil uh, deserve niya tong tanggapin or deserve niyang kunin at wala siyang choice na yun yung binigay na grade ng guro. So the second one is the dimensions of the quality of work the teacher expects the pupil to achieve. Ito naman yung mataas yung expectation ng guro sa kanyang estudyante na mataas yung kanyang grades, ganon, sa mga work, kumbaga. So the third, commentaries describing the teacher's expectation of knowledge and quality that distinguish each grade band. Mahalaga yung kung ano yung sinasabi ng guro upang sa ganon yung expectation niya na matuto yung kanyang guro at upang mataas ang makuha nitong grado sa klase.
Topic is types of scoring rubrics. Analytic rubrics. This kind of scoring rubrics require the teachers to identify major skills that are relevant and aligned with in turn to be measured. It is determined that specifics and detailed criteria that the pupils must achieve. When criteria are defined in a detailed manner, the teachers will not face any difficulty in assigning score to a performance or a product. Its criterion is defined based on certain degree to performance, thereby creating better diagnostic informations. Dito naman sa analytic rubrics is one of the explicitly breakdowns and assignments into constitutive skills and provide student with guidelines for what each performance levels looks like for each skills. Holistic rubrics. The kind of rubrics allow the teachers to evaluate a performance or a product based on the perspective or its overall quality. Its certain use is defined generally and then assigned a score. This gives the teachers an overall grasp of what should be evaluated among the pupils. It also allows the teacher to rate very quickly, those saving small times for performance. Dito naman sa holistic rubrics, concepts of a single skills with all criteria to be included in the evaluations being considered together. The difference between analytics and holistic rubric is holistic rubrics may use a percentage or text only scoring method. The analytic rubrics is two-dimensional rubrics with levels of achievement as a columns and assessment criteria as rows.